Good morning, everyone. Croatia versus Spain has just ended in a 1-1 finish, but Croatia winning on one of the worst penalty shootouts I've seen in a while from Japan. I don't know about you guys. I would have very much liked to see Japan move forward. They're my
Hmm.
sleeper team, but
Yeah.
unfortunately the result did not hold, even though they took the lead early on. Like I said, they finished 1-1 after extra time, went on to penalties, and Japan um, missed three, I believe. Scored one, missed three, and they're all pretty bad fans. So I don't know what we think about the game. What was you guys' opinions on what happened today?
The Cinderella story ends for Japan, unfortunately. They played well in the first half, and then after they scored the goal, it seemed like they kind of let off the gas a little bit. But to be
Mm,
fair, they were pressing like the whole first half, but like it looks like they let off the gas, and then the Parish's goal came in the second half. But to be fair, it was a great header from far
yeah,
out, almost around the 18. If I'm being honest with you, you just perfectly placed it. And then kind of Croatia took over after they equalized. They had a Rakitic shot on target against the keeper, made a great save to keep it level because that was bound to go in if he didn't save it. Um, yeah, it's kind of looked like I felt like Japan changed up the game plan and then didn't make any change. Like they didn't stick to what they usually did, if that makes sense. And then
You
that
say
was kind of like,
yeah.
Rakitic?
sorry, not Rakitic, Modric, my bad.
Okay.
Modric had a shot. That was pretty nice. But yeah, they had some opportunities in the second half. They just couldn't really get anything going. They couldn't find that last man when they needed it. Like they had some good opportunities, good ball, just they couldn't get to the last man. So yeah, and
Yeah,
then it goes into overtime. I kind of fell asleep during that time, but I woke up during the pens.
Yeah.
I watched
Pretty
it.
shit pens. I think the Japanese players forgot how to kick a ball off the ground and pick different sides than the same side keep kicking on. So yeah, it was pretty bad. But good job for the Croatian keeper picking the right side and saving every single one of them. So good job on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, so I was fortunate enough to watch the extra time, but like the first 15 minutes of Japan's game completely. Croatia didn't. I feel like not didn't know what to do, but Japan was just, it was their chance to take the lead. And then the second half, second 15 minutes came, and then Japan couldn't get out of their own half. So I think by that time it was over for them. Like that was, the first 15 minutes was opportunity, and then we saw what happened in pens. And I don't know how good Japan are in pens, but I feel bad for them after a great run, losing to Costa Rica, but beating Spain, beating Germany, getting to this point would have been great if they beat Croatia. But one of the commentators had said, like, I forget who it was, but they were saying, the quality of Croatia showed itself after that long of a game, compared to Japan's quality individually. So I think to me that makes a lot of sense, considering we know that Croatia has a very underrated team, a lot of itches that can dominate the game. So yeah.
Uh, I think I don't know. I kind of think Japan were really nervous in that going into those
Mm-hmm.
penalties, and I think that's not out of cost their ability because I think we've seen it. I don't know. I gotta see Morocco play. I haven't really given Morocco a fair shake yet, but I think Japan might be the best um, underdog in this World Cup. They might have been the best underdog in this World Cup. They had that.
Right.
They will go toe to toe with anybody, and they could. I mean, we saw Spain, Germany. They came out with wins. This Croatia
Mm-hmm.
game. I mean, maybe another day they come out with a win, but even then they push it to the penalties, where at that point it's anybody's game. Honestly, they were good. They were good, and who knows like where they can be next time. But like, I think they should take a lot of pride in this because they were really good, and maybe with a bit of luck, maybe they go on to the quarterfinals. Who knows? But they were really
Yeah.
good. But I want to, we're praising Japan, and they totally deserve it. But I also think we should give Croatia some credit because I was reading that Croatia have won all three of their World Cup
Oh
penalty
yeah.
shootouts, which include the two from 2018.
Right.
But they are like so unbelievably like mentally strong. they
Yeah.
they they will go the full 180 minutes or not 180. Sorry, full
120.
120. Yeah, 120 minutes, and then those are. I mean, so far they're 3 for 3 for winning penalty shootouts. Like that's insane. And this is a different team now. You got a different
Yeah.
goalkeeper. You got different players. I mean, a few similar players, but a lot of different ones as well. And they still come out on top like that. You got to give credit to Croatia. I think they were really like there's not a team anybody wants to face now either. Like it will be a difficult game to whoever they play, which I think is
the winner of the game today. South
Yeah,
Korea
Brazil,
or
South
Brazil.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And one thing I want to say about Japan is like I feel like every World Cup, it's Japan is like, oh my god, what if they go far this year? You know, or look at them in the group stage and they can make it knockout stage and they can never make it past the first round of knockout stage. That sucks because you want to see like at least me personally, and I know a lot of people too. I feel, but I want to see an Asian team go farther than they have before. It's so hard too, considering the quality of opponents they're playing. But
Yeah.
you know, Japan is a lot more often than not that team to do so. So yeah, it just likes to see that it's really hard for it to happen, but you know that's down to a lot of things, infrastructure, things like that. So yeah, but I mean overall, Japan have done themselves proud in the World Cup, and like that says a lot on its own. Like just to be able to say that is great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, and one comment for the game I want to make too is the subs did really good in keeping the tempo alive for both sides. And that's always really good. And you know, a lot of times you might, especially in the World Cup, you might see a sub come in and like not do anything really. But the subs that both sides made were crucial to keeping the game at 1-1 and not, at least not conceding to the team. So
yeah. And I want to give a shout out to two players I thought were really good that stood out to me. First, and Elijah, correct me if I'm saying this wrong. Gvardiol.
Guardiola.
Yeah. Gvardiol. He was phenomenal. He's been phenomenal for Croatia, and he has been again proving how good he is. He was able to like shut down anything that came his way. He had that like ability to drive the ball forward into midfield, and I'll be honest, I didn't watch the whole game, but the parts I did see, I was impressed with him. I liked what he did. And then I want to shout out Perisic as well because I just saw this really interesting stat. I know he scored, but that's not even why I'm mentioning it. I saw this really fascinating stat is that since his World Cup debut in 2014, only Messi and Mbappe have more World Cup goal contributions than he does. So he always turns up at the World Cup, and he's doing it again. And if Croatia do something good, obviously he's going to be up for a lot of reasons, but Perisic would be one of those.
Yeah, for sure.
So he's up with some quality names right there.
I mean, I feel like it just goes to show like the amount of quality Croatia really has that just like doesn't get the recognition at all that it deserves in any way. Which is very frustrating because we've seen like we did went to the final last time, and I feel like they're still not being talked about that highly. But yeah, I think like you made a good point in saying that I don't think there's a team yet after this round at least that someone wants to face. I think every team going into the next round is very strong so far. I wouldn't say Croatia is strong as England, France, but I would say if they, were to play against them, they'd put up a good fight. So,
yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to give a special shout out to Japan. Thank you for winning me all that money. I appreciate it. I would love to go to Japan now. I'm gonna buy a kit. Just want to say thank you again. I really do appreciate it.
They did it for you, Andres. They did it for you.
I know. I DM'd all their players saying thank you. So thank you.
Now it's England's turn now.
Yep, Declan Rice always gets my DMs, but he'll get a special one if they win it.
Do you actually do you DM Declan a lot, Andres?
I add him a lot. Actually, no, I can't add him anymore because he hasn't. Like, how like on Instagram you can on Instagram you can like only have certain people be able to at you. Yeah, that's what he did. He did me dirty.
I did not know you could do that.
Yep.
But you get there, Andres. You get there.
Okay, I'll get there.
I'll start doing it when he's at Chelsea. So.
Wow.
Anyways, okay, so thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We'll be back again around 1:00 to go over the South Korea Brazil game. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. We are 10 away from reaching our goal of 100 by the end of the World Cup and by the end of the year. So thank you guys for subscribing. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.